highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the UCLA Bruins. Free here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might... Hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side now. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a nice looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Oh, what a cut! Smashes through the tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This defense, they understood the challenge coming in. Like, he is elusive. He is a game breaker. They were not going to let his legs beat him. That's what they told us anyways. And so far on this first drive, great job getting to him and getting the sack.
Fires to the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The seventh play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. On the move. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went right.
And he waltzes into the score. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Calls his own number. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Thomas. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle. It's Kemp. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Thomas. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The short hands, it's Cooper. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Crosses to 35. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. This is a designed run. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
to the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. Now on second down. Looking for room. It's Hemby. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
The Hoosiers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Rush is on him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Oh, he found a space on the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Hoosiers are on the move. The offense changing the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Corner's going to give them room. That's caught. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking to throw. It's Iamaleava. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. He didn't have the accuracy either, and that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to fire deep. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. To throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting them to the ground.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Throws for the tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrown.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. The Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs and help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Punch it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air. It's Iamaleava. They'll run the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're going to run it. Makes him talk to the hand. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Wide open downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Wants to throw again. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Touch pass on the run. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Finds some fresh air. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He's got his man across the middle. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bruins want to move quickly.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense has it. They're on the move. He managed a few yards. That return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Thomas. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. Buys a little extra time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the fourth quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. If you trust your defense, you use your timeouts wisely, you can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to...
Turning it on! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback extends the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball raining out of bounds.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Runs through a tackle. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Hoosiers will try to run out the clock in this final minute. Right back to the well. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on 2nd down. The give on the inside. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. A bit of a roll of the dice, betting if they could finish the game, and they almost certainly did with that completion.
And I love when coaches have confidence in their quarterbacks in big situations like that. With the game on the line, go out and execute and ice this game.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Singing Rocky Top. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. We're Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Vols will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Welch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Now on first down from the 43. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Back to throw, it's Salter. Right down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really wrap.
He caught it.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive. And now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for three now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Vols moving quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Volunteers will have it first and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So
going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Staley. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
How about that? That's already the third target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown.
And to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. That's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He'll pull it on the read. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He lets it fly. He's got it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Takes a handoff. It's Thomas. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Makes the grab down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets him this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Welsh. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gives it on the option. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Unleashes to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the back. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Now the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so fun.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Looking to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen do.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Volunteers are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half then. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Welch. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Salter. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
A shot toward the end zone. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
Get set, get set.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Salter. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. At the 45 on his way. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Volunteers in a good spot here with second and short. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
finds his man. It's Staley. At midfield, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Welsh. I know he thinks he can house every return. Sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll send the back in motion. Lewis wants to pass.
That's a huge throw for the offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on first and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on second down. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Colorado! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Caught in the backfield. It's Bishop. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Flying down the left side. The tag. Touchdown Volunteers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
No, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Welch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes a grab on the shot. Off to the races. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffs! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Motion from the wide receiver. Lewis to throw. Here's the pressure. Man, here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack set him back, but they'll go for it here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. How in the world could they let that happen, and how in the world did they pull it off? That was 4th and a mile, and they got it.
I mean, what a...
There he goes. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. To the air, it's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Vols in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They just keep firing. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Vols are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Got his man downfield. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Caught over the middle. It's Staley. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nope.
Touchdown, Tennessee! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
Man, no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone, it's Welch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Lewis wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle.
Turning it on. Delivers the stiff arm. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he reels it in inside the 30. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Welch. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Buffaloes will hustle to the line. He wants to throw it again. Buys a little time. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. They put it in the hands of their playmaking receiver, but he will be stopped short. It's 4th down. Lewis to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Back's looking for the goal line. And he won't come close to the goal line after the catch. How about that stop as the defense takes over? They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Colorado! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Lewis wants to pass. Floating away. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Defense dropping into soft coverage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Atkins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the...
Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. They put a stop to that return at the 22. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Aller. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's got it, 1st down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. It's caught. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. The Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
1st and 10 from their own 13. Back to pass, it's Washington. Finds his big tight end. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out from the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. On the ground, it's Ray. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
With the catch, it's Smith. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On 4th down, going to the air. Still looking, on the move. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Complete to start this drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Washington. Finds his man, it's Fleming. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. On the ground, it's Ray. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Makes the grab. It's Webb. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. Motion from the back. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Dropping back, it's Aller. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Washington. That one comes out hot down the right side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Webb.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained when you...
He'll take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to pass. It's Washington. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. The 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
Quarterback adapting. Unloads to the wideout. Right on target this time. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Maryland, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You think that...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's got great speed. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. To throw, it's Allard. Looking for the score. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
49, Maryland, 0.
After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Grabbed near the marker, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some.
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged. Up front, that was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To the air. It's Allard. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
To the air on second down. Now adjusting. He turns it loose to the left. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll get rid of it. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his legs, it's Ray. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other.